champions. Like, if you're looking down the barrel of that and solo queue, you're just like, oh man, this is not gonna be fun. Gonna get engaged upon quite a lot, and I think that Samira needs to be protected here a little bit.
No, I agree. But definitely a very exciting composition on both sides, to be perfectly honest. I really like how Chovy plays his Twisted Fate. We'll see whether he can pop off like he did in game number 1. And now, with Deft back on the Kai'Sa once again, after his hard carry performance, I haven't seen like someone really pick up a game and hammer it home, much like Deft did in game number 2, in a long time. You know, like he literally, like it was, the haunches were in his hands and he pushed them over the line every single second. So if he gets a lead like that again, we'll see whether Deft can be alongside Chovy this time in the 2 champions that they've been able to really have great performances on so far in this series. But then you've got UCal's Yone, you've got Hybrid back on the Samira again, and Doran on his heroic Na. Like, this is huge. This is exactly what we wanted Game 3 to look like. And here we are onto the Rift for game number 3. Well, Zeus should be able to spot them if they're going to move on in here, and he does. But the red buff has just spawned, and it looks like we are just going to be able to get in here and try and steal this one away. Some biffo being played around the popcorn chickens, as that's a big taunt to come through. The flash pulverize isn't that good, actually, as Arthur gets so much of his health back. Oh my god. First kill does go over to Harmwell Life, but this is a bloodbath. This Hybrid, tries to chase after Vista, but he'll be taken down by Deft. Morgan's still falling behind, but I think it's feeling a bit better than last game.
Doran's about to hit Meganar, and I think Arthur might just wait for it. Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Oh no, the wallop actually not going to connect here as he gets pulled back. Arthur now trying to chase down as he's spinning like a helicopter. The flash not available, of course, because Arthur's Hecarim, and that's going to keep him alive. As you could see, Chovy was trying to get down there, and now UCal's found him. Red card. Not exactly what Chovy wanted. Get back into the top lane and try and kill the Gnar again, I think is the saying. But he's not going to be able to. Oh dear. Doran may have signed his own death warrant. Crunch comes through. Shelly gets a little bit angry as Destiny has been popped. UCal getting into position. There's the gold card as in goes Arthur, and he's going to be able to secure that one as UCal had to go back to that Unbound Soul. You know, the other one's just under dash. As in goes Arthur, looking to try and fight UCal as Heroic Entrance will come down. UCal has to flash there as the taunt comes in. Thankfully, he's charged up that Q enough and he's still going to be taken down. Doran, no way that he can help out.
Could have a pretty fiery series, or rather game here. Once again, it's already been a fiery series between these two teams.
Yep, might be continuing right now as this fight for the red buff seems to be the real excitement. Red buff more important than Cloud Drake, apparently. There's a great double knock-up to start things off from Zeus as the triple sleep will be coming down. Oh, the Onslaught of Shadows to avoid it, but UCal diving on in, immediately gets out. He's like, nope, this is not what I wanted, as that Justice Punch also might have been a little bit dicey as Deft throws down the Q once again. Gold card connecting, but Hybrid has that cleanse. Back available as Deft wants to be able to grab the kill. Heroic Entrance denies any follow-up as Deft is at the bottom side. He teleported in there as Morgan dying to Doran once again by the looks, as he's looking to try and get back underneath this turret. The Hyper Proc comes in. Morgan, yep, the last auto is going to do it, and that's another solo kill going over.
Thing we've seen over another kill on the back of that. So props to Deft getting the extra value at the end. And Morgan just runs into this. He's like, yes, please, let's fight.
Teleport. Oh, it's such a shame. Wanted to make sure that Doran couldn't join that fight, and unfortunately had his life sacrificed for it. So I guess you could call it a 1-for-1 in the end. He's still having a pretty great time here in this lane, but it's all about the mid and bot lane here for Hanwha Life as in goes Hybrid looking for Deft once again, but the troops are in as the Destiny comes down as well. Deft avoids the bowling ball as Hybrid, oh my god, just popped! Vista's able to grab the kill, not entirely sure how.
And not able to shell out nearly as much damage, so a little bit unfortunate there for Hybrid. There has been a little bit of a gap there between the 280 carries in the last couple of games.
Deft may be in a bit of trouble here, and by may, I mean definitely is in a bit of trouble as Doran's trying to get out, has to flash, but is still going to survive. And yeah.
extends the amount of harass he is doing. Here we go again. Chovy looking to join.
Yep, Destiny going to come in. We're going to see whether this is going to work out better this time. Bladewell now on cooldown for Hybrid. He's not able to get into this fight as Bonnie goes golden just to watch his death. Arthur will secure.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Yeah, in live, we are going to have the Drake secured by a Twisted Fate. Of course. That's good. Chovy now with a gold card is going to be able to plant that one onto Zeus. Wild cards avoided pretty expertly here by these guys as Yukal looking for Morgan. Unbound Soul is there. Oh my god, he might just die as the card was in the air and Chovy grabs the kill. Unfortunately, they then go for the fight afterwards, but it feels like it's already been lost as Doran trying to run out of this one. Nas absolutely nothing outside of a crocodile who doesn't care.
Generally not advisable. Yeah, Chovy's kind of all by himself. Let's see if KT actually commit to fighting here. Looks like they want to.
Yep, Yukal moving pretty quickly, but Harmalife are just going to immediately turn away. Great ultimate out from Yukal as he picks up the kill onto the jungler. Now Harmalife find themselves with a man down in a 4 versus 5 situation. No jungle hanging around a Baron pit.
Huge amounts of damage. Hybrid,
Oh dear. Morgan, he's pretty angry, and in goes Def. Yeah, if it was just the crocodile, maybe it would have been okay. But no, Samira, you ain't going to save yourself from that one. He had a good game 1, but unfortunately, as I talk about it, he's going to get wiped out by almost just Def by himself.
Inside of Harmalife, they'll look at the Baron once again.
Yep, well, Def's going to try and turn this on Doran as Morgan just comes out of the brush. Terrifying on this crocodile as Zeus, he's going to get gold carded and the unbreakable will is going to break.
Doran is just so desperate to try to carry this, but here we go, the clamp down.
Oh my god, big 2-man taunt comes in, gold card is very comfy, and now Deft is looking to Killer Instinct onto Hybrid once again, trying to whirl his way out. That is not, I wouldn't have given that an S, to be perfectly honest with you. He's all too easy here for Hanwha. The wallet's starting to get very heavy as we've got a fight breaking out. Chovy doesn't have Destiny available because we're just playing some Biffo. It's currently a 3 versus 4, and Arthur's still going to engage. Ulti comes out, Def free-hitting on the backside as Zeus is just going to get Killer Instincted. Oh my god, the value out from this heroic entrance. But the Gnar is massive into the wall, but unfortunately, they're just too far behind. Poor Doran, man, he's trying so hard. As now Harmalife find themselves behind enemy lines. They will take down the inhibitor, though, and they're looking to try and transition this into a win. Sub 30 minutes in game number 3. The flash over the bowling ball is beautiful there by Chovy. As the Void Seeker comes out, Vista, he's pretty low, doesn't really want to take a Fountain Laser as Def looking to try and kill him on the Fountain there, and Vista is going to just, kill himself on the Fountain a little bit before this one goes down. Sigh of relief. You saw out of Deft, who's like, oh, okay, thank goodness. All right.
Not a super energetic finish
no.
for Harmalife, but yeah, as you mentioned, maybe a little bit of relief as huge damage numbers again going here for Deft.
Yeah, Deft was massive. This is a sub 30-minute win as well, and we see a lot of Kaisers really start ramping up that damage later. That was not how Deft played this game. He was hyper-aggressive the entire way forward, and it started at level 1.
하나생명이 패승승의 값진
Life
승리를
Esports was
얻어냈습니다.
able to
뱀픽부터
close out
살펴보자면
the
하나생명이
series
1세트의
getting the second win of the
조합을
split.
조금의 변화와 함께 다시 시도했습니다.
So let's take a look at the draft first.
뭔가 결국에는 돌진이긴 하지만 핵심은
So
저는
we saw
특패가
a dive
아니었나
comp
싶어요. 이 특패가
with
특히,
the addition of Twisted
일세트에서
Fate on the
조금
side of Hana
아쉬웠던
Life
장면이 나왔던
Esports.
거에서 뭐 교훈을 얻었다라고 봐야 될지
Maybe
굉장히
they have
짧게
learned something after
치고
losing
빠지고
game
치고 빠지고
1, so
확실하게
this
잘
time
나가는
around they
플레이에
had the
이
best tempo to
돌진
go
플러스
in,
레넥
get a
푸시,
kill, and go
갈리오스
out.
이런 CC와 연계가 좋았고 또 원딜을
And also they had
중으로
good
뒤에서 이렇게
CC,
보여주는
chain
게 아니라
CC in
칸사로
order
같이
to
들어가서
secure their
마무리
kills.
들었기 때문에 그런
And also
연합
this
스포츠의
kind of
돌진 겸
CC
CC
guaranteed
조합이
a
미쳤던
dash
것 같습니다.
from a
제 생각에도
Kaisa as well.
마지막 그 조합의
I also
퍼즐을
agreed
투표가
that
맞춘 것
Twisted
같고,
Fate was the
이게 또
right
요네
puzzle to
상대로
complete
투표를
their
했잖아요.
dive
생각을 계속
comp.
해봤는데 되게 좋은 픽인 것 같아요.
And I
왜냐하면
think
요네는
Twisted Fate is a really good
광전사
pick
신발이 좀
into
강조되는
Yone
챔피언이고
because he has to build
정화를
his
들었을
attack
때
speed
이제
boots.
투패가 너무 돌아다니는
And
게 좀
also,
압박이고
if it takes
패를 들자니 또
cleanse,
이제
well,
라인전이 좀
Twisted
약해지고
Fate can
그래서
run
되게
around the
투패하는
map, and
픽이
if it
와,
takes
되게 너무
TP,
잘
well, he cannot really lane
뽑았다라는
well
생각을 많이
against
했습니다.
Twisted
거기다가
Fate,
미드는
so I think that was a
요네,
really
바텀에는
clever pick
사미라의
into
탑도 나르다
Yone.
보니까 결국에는 처음 뽑았던 릴리아가 마법 데미지 쪽에서
Lilia,
얼마나 역할을
you
해주는지
had to do
중요했는데
massive AP
헤카림
damage
뭐
by
거기다가 갈리오,
herself,
투페 같은
but
확정
Hecarim,
CC에다가 돌진할 수
Galio,
있는
and
챔피언이
Twisted
많다 보니까
Fate
릴리아가
was
요즘
the
많이 하는 것처럼
huge
조냐를
block
먼저
on
가는
her
챔피언이
way.
있었는데
So
그러다
she was
보니까
forced
그 다음
to
아이템도
build
밤의 수학자
Zhonya's
심지어 그
first.
늦게 나와서
However,
어떤
she
마법
was not
데미지
able
자체도
to
KT 가
build her
조합적으로 많이 기대할 수 없는
core item
조합이라서
fast
전반적인
enough,
맵핑
so
하시면,
KT had a lot of lag
SK
in terms
공유가
of
이제 잘
AP damage
보완했다는
as well. So we want to
그렇습니다. 또
compliment
갬블을
Hana
잘
Life's
잘
composition.
사용한 만큼 더 좋은 결과가 있었을 것 같은데요.
Now it's
우선
time to take a
요카를-
look
요카를
at
요네를
the
하나생명이
highlights,
잡아내는
how
장면
Hana
먼저
Life
만나고
Esports
있어요.
was
네,
able to
요카를
shut down
이미
Yukao's
박아놨던
Yone.
와드가 큰 역할을
Thanks
했었던
to that
것 같아요.
control
요네가
ward
특성상
and the brush,
미드에서
they knew that
주도권이
Yone was
있으면
going
이렇게
up
바이게
for the
칠 수 있어서
scuttle.
받고 그
A
순간
very
미드에서
typical Yone
초비
play after
선수는
he
준비를
gains this
합니다.
kind of
미드
late
라인
priority.
자체를,
So
미드를 남겨두면서
Hana Life,
라인을
they set
당겨서
up for a pick
요카리
onto
앞으로
Yone.
튀어나오면 잡겠다는 설계를 했었는데
So Chobi
와드라고
actually
여기서
freezes
만났거든요.
the wave in order to draw Yone deep inside the lane, but actually he got caught after he was placing that ward.
큐가 두 개가 장전돼 있으면 저렇게 벽을
When Yone has
넘어가면서
2
시야
stacks
빨려
on
나오거든요.
his Q, he can
이거를
just,
진짜 되게
well, actually
하나생명
escape
와,
those kind of a
너무 잘
try, but
네,
Arthur
미리
was really
박아놨던
smart
테마를
with his
통해서 요네의 특성을
engagement.
어떻게 보면 잘 요리한
So
네,
Hana
그런
Life
장면이
Esports was
아니었나
able to punish this kind of a play coming out from Yone.
사미라가 계속해서 끊기면서 KT가
And in this game, Samira was having a lot of hard time getting caught out for multiple times. So let's take a look how the game ended over here.
데프트의 공허 추적자 이니시를 너무 의식하다 보니까
So Hybrid
여기서 원형
had
건물을
too
써버리고
much
방심했어요.
heads up.
이제는 없다.
He
근데
got
데프트
caught up
벽에
with
붙은
this
다음에
Void Seeker engagement.
은신으로
So
들어가서
after he
거리를
blocked
좁히고
that skill, he got overextended, thinking that he was in a very safe position, but Theft actually went back and supercharges in order to go invincible. So he walked up to the other range and he was able to lock up that kill. In this series, Hybrid Samira was having a bad day. He was not able to see the perfect angle to go in. So I think this can be a footstep for him in order to kind of step up in the upcoming matches. And Hana Life, on the other hand, they were able to play around his super carry, a player on their side.
했을 것 같은데요. 기분 좋은 출발을 했습니다.
네.
POG 만나볼게요.
And the POG will be Theft once again picking up the POG for 2 times in a row. The solo POG on Kai'Sa.
솔직히 초비 선수가 받을만.
맞아요.
Chobi also deserves this POG, but Kai'Sa, he was definitely popping up. He was winning lane and also he was really creative, creating those kills in the mid late game.
들어가서 킬을 만들어냈고 3이라는 들어갈 타이밍을 못 잡다가 전사를 했었고요.
In that prior fight, Samira couldn't find the angle to dive onto the opponents, but Kai'Sa, on the other hand, he was really proactive and bold.
이런 건 참 노련미가 느껴지는.
And also we can see how experienced this player is, the way he kind of captures this kind of kill angle.
뭔가 혼자서 막 뭔가를 계속해서 만들어내.
Kai'Sa was a playmaker on the side of Hana Life Esports. Kai'Sa is a champion that actually demands a bit of a engagement on the side of the teammates, but he was going in by himself, making that plays. And also Chobi as well picked up many votes.
팀을 받쳐주는 역할 굉장히 좋았었던 것 같고요.
네, 이렇게